Ia, e whiwhia loto malanganga tu whatalofa atu i le paia malo Samoa lo mai mo mai nei pokalame. Ia, le si voi whapo ponga sports Talanoa. E lo whapena ma to whatasi ma sui masani po host masani fo ia o le whionga ia to le afoa. E whapea fo i le whionga ia ai lupo te officer junior tonu. Ia, o te masalo sau se temia e le tato malo whanolngia. But until that time, we'll let you guys know who that person would be. But I want to pass the mic on to my fellow host. Yeah, talo falava tole fo and e lupo.
Yeah, malo se foi. Kai foi JT am naga ko team for sports Talanoa so ia me se foi ia fa fonga mai mo mai a Samoa. Ia po fia lavo lo loginei o lo mau mai ia fa ponga foi ale a sports Talanoa ne foi aso pol neva aso. Ia e fa kala ko foi ia I unga fo ta longa sa fa fenga I alum fanga o Samoa ia pol Pasifika foi le ngata tono New Zealand ia isi foi ku fa Australia Amerika e o foi a Samoa wa foi e ka kango kum faʻasoa ko fa mamla ma foi ko fa fonga me Samoa ia le kulanga lo ia ka mfainga alo ma tam fanga o Samoa I kulanga I ka longa po la kapi po la lava ka lo I po kilkiki ia po afeleki po la lava fusoanga si memba fa ia la ve o mai la lomba ko sports no ia malo ia le so fo mo mo so fo la le ka ko vai malo jeti
Malo.
Yeah, tara for lava ia always to the forward. Yeah, ma fui it's good that we're missing our friend. I just want to acknowledge Almoa. I know he's over in Australia. He's at a funeral, so he won't be here with us today, but it's nice there's been lots of sports on, and we've got a special guest coming in later on, which is I'm really looking forward to catching up with, and another former player, Samoa player, who I really enjoyed playing with back in the 90s. But there's been lots of sports on. I really loved watching all the sports on the weekend, also catching up with the cricket, was following how our boys are doing over in Oman. And obviously the Toa Samoa boys, the Fitu Samoa girls are all in Auckland at the moment, so there's lots of buzz
going on,
lots of buzz and supporters for the game at Eden Park on Sunday. But lots to talk about.
Ia na Samoa ta tonu ta o fio lo maulunga pere lo fa male angalele o ta pa o sili ia e se o to so fa pe fo se mato la vai ve fo ni te me mo le te fo le fa mai senga ia to tanga I mai e lo fa ta se mele la fionga ia o mo pero so fo ia to vaenga ia ono nisi to ngia fa le ainga o lo o wa ia tu ai le mako special guest pe le so no to ia ai rupo ma fa pe fo le fo ia masalo o te mi fa man Samoa ia 30 minutes later
ka kong a o ma via o kali o ka sile ka fa ye pla no ko me wa ia nga fusi la fie ti so la o kaimia e ke kuai lo fai lo
e lo fa fusi ku ya o lo anga fa ape vonga le e luke le I ka alo le fa I le lakapi. What would you have been? Like what if it wasn't for rugby, what career choice would you have chosen?
Why
Louis.
O kulanga foi o saunga foi por fa sili foi ia me fo me foi sa mo titi ia wa ka ko fe me yo o nga luenga po ala val au wala o val au mele tu ma feeling ale ia ka ko la e fu ala va I me mai I la fa mongianga le toi ia ke oi wa pia ka ko pe o ko foi la fam kalanga o visilo manga ia ke pe nga ke minga sawa onga ngia waku ia le fa ka le kula e university me alo la kwa ke au ka alo me ala man o fiu ka la onga ko vai ko ko ka alo mai me vi le kalangoi ka ai pe o me nga ke pe me vi ka ke pinga ka ko kilkilo po fel me mai le poi ke o me ia ka konga mo visi ia ka konga fa pengi le o le sile me wa ko fuma ka kaling I pe fo titi na ko mo fo ka me titi o e sa le ia o le ke le me lo vai o fa longo ma le yo ke lo pe va ai ka po la ko nga me pe lo ia po la ko nga Ile mea, ia penga whai ako ka koe wha mo ia la lava mea mai e le atua, i le wala winga kangaka mea mo, ia eo whainga, ia le lao laka pisa ia, ia, ave a kora, le ola man maro sini whai kaukua, ia le velo kako me kako faʻasoa ku i pokala me kako sports Talanoa, ia, Samoa, e sala foi la ke le kol fam kalanga, me langa ua uma o le ova ku mo le afo le olanga, ma ave le laka pi. Ma whai kaukua sau, Malika alo, sau le coast, le lau whali, admin, development officer, so ako i ngā mea. Ia lua kwa lunga il whaasoa, ia la walang kalunga aku le whapengi whaangongo, pun kala whaalongo, pun kala whau, o mea ngā kango i ma whai. Pela mea ngā kāua i fo ila, pia o umi wham kalanga, ia kal kongpula lava fo ila mea anga le laka pi, akong pa isi me. Acheti.
No.
You look like a statesman.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
No, not at all. No, I think I was always encouraged. I had a really good upbringing. I was always encouraged from older sisters and my older brother. Just try everything, you know. My dad said, try this and try that. I used to play in the orchestra and at school, and then I used to try athletics. But I think all the things, bit of tennis and throwing basketball, soccer, everything. But I think the two things I think my first love that I really enjoyed was always cricket. Kirikiki, it's from a young, I just always loved to go and I always asked if I can bowl when I was 9-10 years old and come with a bat and then with our church kirikiki. But then when I went to high school to Rongotai, I really learnt from really good coaches there about cricket, and I think that was one thing that really that cemented was the Basin Reserve when the West Indies, the Sulphate tour in New Zealand.
Yeah.
We went to the Basin Reserve. I went out of school and then I went and watched all of these tall men. They look like us. We're West Indians. And they come and play and they're really cool watching Joel Garner, Viv Richards. And when I was watching
those guys,
they look like me, so I want to play like them.
Yeah.
And so I tried to really take on cricket, and I played first 11, and then I watched, Murphy Saws coming through then those times, and now watching, Leo Pepe, Ross Taylor. Really nice to see, but not many. But we've got so many Samoans that are good cricket players, but not many played at that level. I don't know why, but I think we're seeing some come through now. But but then
while we're talking about cricket, with Ross Taylor joining the Samoan squad, that's pretty big for the Pacific cricket visibility, and also le pelifla we mafai ka kokanga kanka alo le ka alonga le kirikiki palangi. Samoa beat PNG, then lost to United Arabs. Can you elaborate more on the cricket?
Yeah, those were really important games. Winning, losing the first game against Oman wasn't a good start, and there was a small score. They should have been able to post at least only all out 92, and then Oman bat the second, chased it down easy. But the second game against PNG, that was a really good win because PNG have been in the World Cup, so that would have built some confidence. So that game, the next game against Japan, was a crucial game for them to win. And when they lost that game, they had injury from Ross Taylor from the PNG game. He came back against to play against Japan, but we were short again. And so, those experiences. And you talk about, Leo Pepe, Ross Taylor, but then you also got Sean Saudier, who's a New Zealand A captain, and just decided not to play for them and for Samoa. Then you've got Ben Mailata. You've got some guys that have played lots of good top cricket, and so they'll be disappointed with having that loss. And then this morning's loss against UAE, they scored 225. That's a big score for only 20 overs, and to be all out for 150 or 108 it was a poor performance. So they're going to be struggling to get qualified for the World Cup, but at least they're there. They can improve. There's some other young boys, young French wicketkeeper batsmen, showed some nice promise, and they're the young ones that are coming through. So I think cricket's in good hands, but I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity.
So let's go on a JT lo fionga tele fo vonga le ole ko kele o kanga Kako kangaka. If you feel like kiki Samoa, surprisingly, there's not many who play the English cricket. Pero ola se mafuanga ki silofia telefo.
Yeah. Sa lea chichi. Kal kong fo yung le promoting ol kalonga ma kanga ka fo le waka kele fa longa po yin kanga ka awaka ve kula kula fa pe fai lema developer la ka ile fo le kiki le isamo ke lo mo kwa le ya o ka komeki ya o mea ele o fa instala ko development ma se ki le se ia se so si le al kiki samo akasi le ka longa le ka ko vai me nga fai ka ko kalam fa kai I le uso fo ia rostela mala ko nga uso ngi ka alo ngole international level le lau ko ki kilo akwe o kama ko wangi mga amia akwe e promote ka long isamo e ko fo ile ko I lo city I kalong o al mari ngi me kai pe ka sa ngoche chi o ka ko mi mo ka alo ke lo fo ia lo kam fanga mala va sa mo ka sa ka alo mong sa mo ke ko wa pele ka alo mong sa e fu ka alo ngai ai ole afeleki por ya wa o mako ko foi la kwale ke wa ya mako vai fase ya le voinga maka foi ya nga ko mai mosa mo I vai asokule on kosa mai mo foi fa lo singa foi ole sunga le I tomato in la malolo ya lucky slate mo le ko ia o monga lo fa sposta no I le slate family I o kalango ngi foi la ke le o kalango ma ko ngule ya vai vase o ma ko ngu I vai vase tai I ma ko soka ka o griffin ko nito ia ma ko soka o me vela nga le kiki polo le po ala va sangi foi la ka pi ele ski o kiki e cerca a pio o le singa me e mo soka ia sa lo la ia o ngai mana da ko ngai mai mo ko kele ia nga vai vale nga o ka alo face 11 na maxi nga so ia la voi fa ma ko ka lo ma sa mo nga ma ko so la vale ele serious in ka lo aki o ko la fa athletics ala fa athletics sa max bo la wa ka pe so la ko ka o le traveling o ko nginga lo ko si dia to yo le mari yo le yo o fa ya ko lo ka mana le ka manga athletics ya mai fu ka lo ka ke yo la ko oso triple jump long jump o sili ia o representing o kilang
malo ani
o representing o kilang I secondary school sa ia e la ka ngo ya woods saka alo I open grammar o woods lengol o pala ka nga siam pingi on kwa oi ala kwa o alwa kwa lele o ke o ke pala lele merka misa mo lele lu but anyway va popu ai ku le 1981 ai ke wo fai wa onge man up o grammar schools ele le ipu ke le nga ka all round ke si vole athletics o kan ka le ile swa fai nga PG Williams Brian Williams mo le nga wa Joe Stanley ma o so le ngo mo wanga le ipu wow yeah sole me vai ka ko ele wa ma pe ngol ka ko ka ko ngemi ya ya ka le mga me vo ya pe va pe le e o ngemi la lo ba
sani pe mo all around the gamaro
it's funny because I'm on the board of trustees at Manava Grammar.
Oh yeah.
Check there. Check there.
Yeah. I check your level pola yeah potea
Exactly. Pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know,
But just going on your point, because cricket is a good game.
Yeah, surely.
And we're good at it. Hand see ball, hit ball.
Strong shoulders.
But it's quite technical.
Yeah.
Because the equipment is really expensive. And that's probably one of the barriers. Because bucket pads, helmets, and it's it all adds up, and fees and all that. Those are not cheap either. So those are if you overcome those barriers, I think we'd get many cricketers playing.
Ke rolo facilify uvongale ile makaupule o le kirikikea koko yei. That's so what I more the future of cricket in Samoa. Could it be realistically a professional career path? Because I follow I kalong kirikik Samoa. So you hear so many stories. Could this I wouldn't say replace because I don't want to see the cricket Samoa, the actual game, Kirikiki Samoa, to die out. But, you know, could this be another professional career path for ngale mo kako alamafanga?
Well, there's various games. I think the white ball cricket, probably not so much the 50 overs, which is the one days, but the T20. And there's other forms of games that are starting to come into play. I mean, there's this big world, what we call last man standing, and then it's sort of a corporate, but it's quite competitive because your stats go with all the stats around the world once you register. So, you know, and there's some big names. Those names are already on those lists. I've seen them before, Mai Lata and co. But what you're saying is that 100%. Because all of them play kirikiki. This is the start of the kirikiki season now, and everybody's out there playing because there's the Pimpia game, and this is in Auckland, you know, the Pimpia competition that'll start in the Christmas period. But then there'll be competitions every weekend. Yeah, and that's where all the talent, they'll just get better and better. So there is all that, men and women. I have to say all that too.
I melo sa ngo ye fu ya afkaya JT fu I kirikiki ya. Ye makau foi ele rugby league, ele rugby union. Elo em vai ki Samoa, ki palang ai o winga lor ka o foi o social ki lo makau dia ele o ka ki Samoa pe este me foi ele pe ai no e ko fa fel fangi ku pulanga e mo ve au foi but aka ki lo ki palang. O mo ko ki lo ku pe mo ai pe o ka long a monga komegi school was a kongule I league le o mo ko kelo ko me ka fe ko ka o o form se o le socia e ki le fa penga e fa ya ki Samoa le ka pe ka longa nga masangi a vai ko lo elite players o o no level mai ka miki nga fa ele au le ki ka ko mo you know mo lunga
that's the key. Because I think if you take them individually to go to some of these Indian teams, they won't last. If you go together as a team,
as a team.
If you take them as a team to play in the like there's one league in America, there's another league in South Africa. I mean, you take a team over. You know they'll be comfortable. You know, get well coached and the skill is there. The skill is there.
Me venga fa ka ya Australia mga yuso la makanga me o la makanga lo se me le leia mo sam ki kilo vo ya ko venga malo fo lo mai mala ko wa le lo e kampai ki develop ka longa le ko samo on mo ko I manga ya la ma se la pa se me
But can I just say the last thing, the fitness of that, you still need to be because the tournament is on Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday and there's quick turnaround and it's actually quite hard being out there even for the hour and a half fielding because you've got a time restriction, but you know the turnover is fast, so the recovery has to be fast, so therefore your fitness needs to be good.
Aki kilo fo ye ki Samoa liki pe fai I ka ke lo ko maka ye ole mo ko ikele ko miki ka o kupulanga o ka se ala ka vai o ka miki le potential pe ave lunga le liki le piki male ya fai le ka ko kulanga me a ko o mai ka ko faʻasoa ki ka ko ka nga ko volo mai mo mai ya la ko lava ia makanga ka fo ia le mal malama ka longa ala maka longa nga pia ma formulaisi se sosi
la tatou break more. When we come back, we have a interesting guest that's never been on the show before, but it'll be very interesting. So whatalofa tu Samoa lo mai mo whaafonga mai nei tula. We have a special guest on our show today. I feel like I should give it to the older brother Tulafono to introduce him, as he's a fellow former Manu Samoa great, and on both codes, Union and League. Tulafono.
Samoa I'll go. My mom whaafonga mai fo na usanga fui po e foi mako pokalan me foi wa ko ia foi le ngo fange foi sports no ngo e fo lo so ya Lauaki Fereti Tuilagi Samoa e ka le fam kala ka ma le alva kwa ya ye ve sanga ye fam kala ya wa ka mangi le mo pe le ku mo sa ka ngo ko nge fa le fala nge le ka nge Afrika fo ya nge bo nge inglisila yo ngo ko nge fo ye ma ya lava kwa ku ya Lauaki lo songe va ko ye le sansa nganga fo il ma fo anga lo mai ya te lo ya fa fe lo e ko li para
kai kulunga ia upa ia Samoa le ya ku pele fa kulo fo I marka we o nei Paul Kalame. Ia. He walo faku, whakaro faku. Pa ia man malo Samoa, wholaulo sa. Ia, pa ia malawa lea wa ainga makama, kama fui mainga. Le usunga ko mua mapule i ku au malakaua ai ngarkai marwa fonki. Sua marwa i fangua fo mai kulangi sa ole maralau ngiung sa sai. Ko fole ula makama no kele. Ya pe foi le kapo inga mau au fai kalo. Ya wase manguio Samoa. Fa kalo fa ko foi le pare mia filfilia on malo Samoa. O le moku nga faki me le afi. Ya wa Samoa mo akaiau. Sunga lauli malia koa. Ya pa ia rawa lea. Wala inga sa malia koa, ainga sa kapua. Ia maru fatkol. Ia fa pea fo ia le pa ia la silasio Samoa. Malu i mingskam. Ia ma pa ia malo Samoa fa pea mo ngai mafkanga fa fkai o mo ngai lau ka ke felo ai. Ia mese le au so ngai ia o so lava ngai sakava ai maulunga ia vai kemi o krakiki sunga ia lupu ia pe fo sunga ia tuna ia fa pe fo malo lo fisa fa fkai mo ngai vongo
malo fekalai nga Tuilagi ai ya okay lo la fa le ka ko kalonga no ka ko pokalami
alo
fengo fie vola nga ya me se foi le fa rongo mai fo ingiso ka ko o mai mo ye elo mama la makele fo le fa Samoa ai lo fa fsile ko elo fion ya la ngole kala sa o mai pero mo oso Junior did you before I deep dive into the story ya ko le lo fion
No. Last time I saw you, it was the World Cup in France. We were at the after the England match. You should have won that game. And I must say, you brought the Tuilagi gin. And we're looking forward to bringing your gin for our lunch, maybe later. Much later. Okay, thank you. But you're looking great. Look at you. You're looking like you've turned a new leaf for fitness training.
Actually, we Samoans, we are very happy.
Yes.
We say thank you. If you are very, very happy, you say thank you very much. If you're over the moon for your hospitality, you say thank you very nice. Thank you
absolutely.
Thank you very nice.
You're looking good, man. You're looking good. And I see you're here with the kid. Amen. And so you're now here with a different role. With Samoa. Boys are happy, they look good, you've got some amazing players, the support is huge. We're looking forward to seeing how the boys are. Can you just tell us how they're tracking when they're training and are they coming together nicely on the field as well? Off the field looks good. Are they gelling for on the field?
I think we're very blessed. I think Samoa and Samoa are very blessed to have the quality of the team that we had at the moment. If you look at some of the players that make themselves available for us, those are they're not like best player in Australia. They are the best players in the world. That's the quality and the professionalism of the players that that come into the team. Is a different level, and I feel like it's so blessed and honoured to be part of the team. At this moment of time. Like you say, like people like Ben Haas, join the team. He's one of the best players in the world, and to make himself available for Samoa, is a blessing, and I feel very, very, very honoured to be part of the team. And one of the things that we encourage, in this environment, with the team, is our culture, and high performance. Kako to Samoa. E o whaakasi ar kako nguu. Ia male ka kaunga o whaakasi ale ia la nguu. Ia male high performance. Kako au ele mwhainga nga ku SS. E pe ole ka au a fo ngā kulanga le wei kako au. E mo ia le ka mafai ar kako to Samoa. ia ale kulanga nga ia ile quality le wo hapeonga make himself available.
Yeah, available
E ku mai le lima ma le lima ma kau au e so songi kako au. Ia ia fo isi uso ia o le fu mo le kausang fo o le ka kilo mo World Cup mo po lonang. Pe fo uso ya tino. Yeah, fair play to him. To go for Australia, I think his mind and his heart. He wants, and I pay all the ashes there. He hasn't achieved that, so I think that's his goal. To win the ashes, and then he'll be looking, and hopefully next year, it will be make available for Samoa. Yeah, as for Usolem, La Vivea, Crichton, Fido. Or Leniu, those are the players that
with injuries.
They with injuries, but they will definitely be available for Samoa, and we're in a good position in terms of selection. Everyone's competing for to be in the team for the spot. Some of them now they got a chance to prove themselves. Gaming for all the players that in the team this is the opportunity to put their hand up. I'm deserved to be here. So because next year, with all the other players available, it's gonna be tough selections for for our team. So I feel honoured and privileged to be part of the team and and to serve Samoa. It kako Samoa.
Yep. I remember just on my experience, there's like you've got the boys from Samoa, and they come in and I saw a really lovely Samoa the Ava ceremony before, and then you've got this new boys like the New Zealand born, and probably it's very similar, but then bring them together as that transition being coming in, because there's rugby and rugby league, there's a lot of egos, but are they coming together really nicely, and are you working together like it's going to be that chemistry will come onto the rugby field?
Part of my role, bring our culture, Samoan culture into the team. Most of the, probably 80-90% of the team, they were all New Zealand born, Australian born. We're Samoans. But they never experienced having an Ava ceremony, having a Siva Samoa. So like I said, they're still young boys. They look at Baines. It's only 24 years old. They're still young men. And those men, they never experienced what we went through back in the village. So part of my role is to encourage that, bring them together. Every player, different players, everyone's as individual, they have their own journey.
Yes.
So everyone's gonna make their own journey. So you don't want to be, oh no, you gotta do this. No, everyone's on their own journey.
You're running your own lane.
That's right. You go on your own lane. You have your own journey. What we're trying to encourage the boys when you come into Samoan camp. I want it to be pride. I want it to be proud to be Samoan. Not just like representing your family or to Samoa, you represent the whole of Samoa. So having the other ceremony, and the boys they honor that. Because we explain to them, the main reason for the other, is welcome guests, honor people, and for them to be part of the team, we honor them. Because they're making sacrifices for them to represent Samoa. So so that's a part that as long as we have our culture and our high performance and that side of the coaching stuff, we're good. And that's the main part of kako journey. Like I said, everyone some of them so alua oe you learn what you learn. That's your journey. Mate, you gotta speak Samoan. You comfortable your own self, and then if I be comfortable yourself, You love what you're doing. So
Yeah.
when you're comfortable, you know, kako melee fight, kako team, when you get on the field, you perform to the best if you can. So when they go back to their teams and you know they take some of us, they take Samoa with them. So yeah.
Em phải có nói yêu là gặp phải số phụ Samoa mà lại yêu làว่าSamoa foi fa phong me foi Lauaki lo songe a Fereti ole ka ua ia ole me lo o isa nga mal ka kan nga mal fa so ia lo so voi Marcelafia lo so ia Lauaki o Fereti ia nga ka lo mang Samoa ngo foi ai lunga kumkumunga ole i la piung o vo la liki ya ngo vo lunga kumkumunga me nga kaile la pili ale la o fa fo mi Samoa mal ka ko fa so foi i so i le role Marcelafia foi man ko vo le World Cup the last World Cup liki ia lo so foi ala walking in involve ia le ka ko o fe ngo i ka ko au le ngo lunga ngo le fan ia ngo ku ai o le mea ia vo i o aka ko vo i ule ia o le mau lunga nga o ye o nga aka ki kilo ngi asa mo ke le o le ka o le ro le fa ye la waki o la waki ia o la lo vo yo ka mai o mo o le momoli aku o le manga ia o le ro le o le momoli me ko kongo e la waki o le ngu e o kongo makalo o le me vanga ka kongo vo vo vela le alu le to samu peve ko vai ele team au o kamiki o mai o mo professional players au ka lo level to ceiling ma wolunga fa pi ko la malanga ngu ma le mea ku solo fa manga ku ye I le mea e soifuanga nga maka mai le kupu anga o ma ku o Samoa o ke le ku la le mele ku sala ka mai au lunga malai ia ka mo le faku e mo ko ia lu ki ko go all the way o ke le la ir ka o mele le mela le le misi mang Samoa lawa ya ka kilo el mele ingi aka ki kilo ka meki le liki o players kwa le ya pa wal mele ngamia o ku wa ku la ngu ye ko ma ka pena o la fionge malu so ngi ya la waki la ko yo ku e ku ki va ngi ya no o le aval filo inga me ka ko mai e ka meki ki I ka ma ai me va pe fa so proud to be Samoan le mele ka o le mele ko ngi la ko ai ku so e pipi lo le mea le loko le ko le football ka mi Samoa ia wa umar ke
ai mongonga ki so le pikola le ya Tuilagi because just going back like I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago we had a program where we spoke about Tuilagi and these guys were talking about pesala ko tua ngo engelangi and then you guys stopped the bus and then he jumps off the bus with just a suitcase in the middle of nowhere. You know, if you can explain the story, what I want from a mole tulafono is the connection. Whatever kuli loinga ia la fionga ngai, pero whekalenga Tuilagi. E wha uma mela le partner because o le partner ko whaka ngisi runga le pasi. Yeah, and then he was just going, ia mama moyo engelangi inga.
Ia o le ka pesa mo a kongo e. O ka nga ka ia from ka langa nge. O lo afio mege le uso ma o kala fonge. O le ka kalangoa kwa le inunga nge mea o lo fe lo malu so nge o ia lo so ia Lauaki o Fereti o se uso ese le lalo respect ya Fereti le vai stir fie chi ma ko kai mi makalo ale ko pa ki le menga o le World Cup o le la fa ka la kwa la o le o le pa ka le World Cup o le la fa ka pasi e po mo ke mai o mo lan ka ngo mai ya chei ya malu tate simi wa ia manager ke mia o sua ia le coach ia ma PG le coaching le staff mai o la mo ke lo tala fa kan la esa le po ngalo ia la malo fe e ngo fo la ka malo e ma ka lo ma mai fa ma kan e o ma team sa mo ngale fa kan mele ko la fa kan mel malo o ngo ko final o se me fo kan mo malo la wakia gaming Samoa kamalo e se mai kana ya que so con malo ya o so con malo mai ole ya ali cheite ya me se alu ya al maria la mea gaming ma ko le excited mo ka uma e pawan e o uma team e wala ka meki ngō ko po fia la mo New Zealand Australia po pe ka po fia e ma o yo ko mai ya asa ka meki savai asa ka meki so me sa mo fa me fia ngofo e fia ngofo o le ba o lo ke pe ko ngā ya da lo ka mo ya le mal rest in peace Freeland sorry lo que pawan men le o le ka mai le ngan ke o ku osol ka mai le a le ka mai ya fa yang ya o me nga ya o ke lo la ele lo mal au o fats mal au mal la con le pase ele lo a le malu o male le lo mo fo le ko le pase ya mari halu lo o lo me ngo fo ka ku lo mal pase ya yo le una plama o ku ni o nga me o pe ka ngi ya le pasi ya ya ko ni o le akole la lo ka malo free yo o fa sa ka lo mic you know the mic you know mali you know mali o la ko we ma ka mai ki excited looking forward ko fo isa mo ale va ko sa wa ka le fa se fo ele ama se kala ka malo fa sa ka lo fa se fo o so la lo ku la ko ka malo no oso lo lu fa ko fa o le story sorry oso lo o le aula la ko e fats ma ko ngo foi ko ba ko ngo fo o la ngo fo mala su la ako yo o nga lo pe fa ka lu ma fo ko so la nga fo sa o ka lo fena o pe fo le nga sa wa lo pa la ko ko malo mal ko le
Kangi.
se ala langi so le ne.
And that was the start.
O story la leva makalaksa mo sila fial. O ka kongwan o le ama kanga nga.
Wow.
That was a beginning on there.
Of the dynasty.
Awale ko fo ya ku nga na le mewa o free o le usong ya Lauaki nga. Ai nga ngofo ya nga free ni le nga kala ngoi kanga ya kula. Le nga makka mai nga. Ya, lo so ge mal papu polesto, ya no magu ya umaya, ngoso mal ko ay nga me mai si ya lo samo. Ya va baila ile. Ya le story lo samo, pero ele ka mo pie ka. Ai, hola malo.
Tuilagi, did you have a plan jumping off that bus or did you just
sorry.
go already?
Yeah. Ko already ya si vai nga fai mai yo se yer kala pule kala pule ke re lo kala puliki sala nga ngofa kala ye ngofa rai kala pule ngofa la yer kala punga ngofa falo si vai nga vai yer kala ya ai ke re lo kala puri uso ole kala puliki kala witness witness la koloa la ia le e kasiar ka alonga ai ko la vero vai nga lenga al mea ngofo o le mea mo e nga o ka me savo ia su er pas a misi pas savo
ale o lo ngol fam kala nga foi le na makanga o nga la ngofo so le ka ki e nga de fa
The outcome of it all.
Yeah, it was so amazing. Afra ko lo fe ka mi one mouthpiece nga fai ga ka ke ka le malu e fai ele skamo ya si so ya le malu ma o so nga le ko so
fa que ale malu e femeni ma va fe ko inga va fe ko inga ko puli
no fo ele ai ma ka lisa mo porque mo le wo ri
yo
que no ka hielo World Cup.
Yeah.
Aqui aí com a val em pasta para me leilão canga.
Ya que man ko fo la kala u fiong ya mo ke minga lai ko asu i va e kilo ko ai gonga fo e ya le uso ya pe fo fast yo mo kamo o loau ba pe ma nga yo nga tu ole ko kele o ka ko i mai sa mo na ko wa ye le na ola mai sa mo e fa lang i vai nga ma ko le ia fo nga kai mi le wa malang mo ya nga kai i war ka kai mi nga ka kene involve le au ka alu pe are ka alu is part of the team ai kere ka alu ia kai mi nga le ia nga pa me nga ave ako ave ako kama ave vai Yeah.
Tackle bag.
Tackle bag. Our gaming, what a great honor. Privilege and honor to be part of that team. You know, rest in peace, so yeah, fats.
Yeah.
But you know, or gaming le mawalunga kako man Samoa. Yeah, befa mai ngale u ako ala me fai, you know,
he must complain, he must
just be proud and honored to be part of the team and represent Samoa. Ngai la fa ale o makua fo aki kiro you looking back. You know, everything you got to do, you got to be proud. You got to have pride of what you do. I can make you for you know, bangale fa so mai lunga. Ile maulo sa fungo and ale ka alo le alo but at the time you got to have pride, you got to proud. Kusaya but bangale you know for swimming pool you got to be proud of what you do. You know, have pride of what you do because that you know that's your role. So you so
Malaysia me ola kala fo ile wa ka ko ngi masa e upoka ko inga ka ko ma ko family. Peke kaya ko ka pe var pila pes kaya ko. Pes kala pis. You have to be the best in what you do. Olmena lele ko nga mindset nga ka ko apiki vale ko au va pe va ko nga space proud to be a spare. Your time will come.
Be the best spare.
Oh, I tell you what, I was the best spare. I tell you what, I was, you know, changing rooms.
Al kala sa o al kala fena waki. Makali ele ka alo i le woka pa ko. Ko langa i va ma popong. E o fo la ka alo kong. So le o a faku ka mangi.
Ale foi la ako al siva. Wanga ngale foi mai kamba ko e. Siva. Bo muai rung. Ele fa pe. But I was so proud and you know, you're proud to be there. Proud to be there at that moment. That be part of that moment. You embrace that moment. So okay, before that, you know, that's what you're trying to, you know, to bridge them. You gotta embrace it. Embrace our culture. Embrace the moment. Tour, you know, 2-3 weeks. But the whole 3 weeks at Pesamo. But you know, you gotta be in that moment. You gotta live in a moment and be proud.
What and while we're on that, like ole mangai le mero o ka ko kalangwanga because ole vai gaming e ma o foi ko vai gaming mang samo o ko kele foi o alma fanga unga feole ngi kai pela nga ia la fionga ngi ia e lo pote officer Chinatonu. You know, I'm very happy that you're there now for the Tour Samoa players, which predominantly all of them are from overseas.
Oh, absolutely.
Amonga ia alma fanga they had to transition from New Zealand, Australia to Samoa. They would have found it a bit hard to adjust.
Very difficult, very hard.
Because I video, I think it was like last year or the year before. Kamalo Joseph Swali.
Yeah.
Like if I see Vangai or Buckingham, is he the first Manu Samoa to have tea with King Charles?
Yeah. E makaulia fa ina ka pe ko sa ngovin ka ka paso Lauaki. Ya wa me va pengi. Se ia lo vale kongo me. O paken palace po fe e o ai ka mi sava I kongo me nga ai pe o ka u me le o le powerful me le o le lo ka me ki me nga punga mai.
Your heritage.
Me kan kong ese ka u ala wa ki me nga me nga le ia lo me ka ma ele va po ka ngo vol sa mo le pe bo nga lo me nga a o ese me o fa a maka alu wa o ke alu o vala winga lo ka ku mo sa mo ka ki mo si me e o kam e follow mai ai ku e alu e fa mai na fa ina nga mo o le me la le o fa ngela o le isten bangi lo wa
pe sa mo fo yuso it ka ko nga ngu is ka ko ngu no other country in the world ka ko ngu New Zealand Australia and per ka they don't have what we have il melo ava sa ngo for ava you know when you bang ko ma follow with ava what do you say is come from the heart that's straight you know I'm telling you about Afa mai o te so no kare tu ona fio ma.
O le mo mua vele ava la waki. E mo mua vele. Na sa mo mua la va.
Vele ko ma le man me fa penga. It's come from the heart. So e ka hua I or ka ko ngu like pe fai ele ai ma se siang ngu ile la langi ko kusa ma ka ko de va feroi pe o le si me ka nga le fa mafai ka ko tausi de va tausi de va tausi de va that mean nature the cap nature the cap ye tausi ka va as a player e o fo le lungan malai you need to tausi that bar, that nature, that gap. Afa pe ke mamau mai fa pe I kako out. It's too far. So you need to nature that gap. Tausi the bar.
Okay, mo ko I sala po senga le mga ko le whekalenga Tuilagi because in New Zealand in mako ngarbenga there's a gap between the New Zealand born Samoans and the Samoans from Samoa. Because oise ke mi e fefefe ngai kako alu whangau ngai. E oku mele e whakasi me kama kaka Samoa. They're afraid of being mocked.
That's it.
They're afraid of being, growled off.
Yeah.
But we need to also understand. Ese voi lako upbringing.
That's right.
Lako.
That's right.
Ako ngolo whafsiri le lo karango kula I le fionga e rupotea. Amongst him and other New Zealand-born players that played in the Manu, what was your transition like for the coming from New Zealand to Manu Samoa?
It's just like what's happening now. I used to love listening to the stories because I could understand.
Yeah.
I could understand.
Yeah.
The first Samoa was hard to come back and be part of it, but we were always laughing, and I think because they made us feel comfortable.
Yeah.
In the bus, I always say the bus because the bus plays a big part in any rugby team. Because you know your place in the bus, where you're in the back seat with Fats, or in the front with me and Alama when we first started, and then all the the Alala Tours and David Seals. Those are those names are the lieutenants there and Andy in the back, and it was a wonderful time, and you knew your place. And then they'd invite you to come back, but it wasn't too. Sometimes it was hard because sometimes the jokes are very tough on us. Sometimes they're a bit too mean. Sometimes, but our language was always on the rugby field.
Yeah,
and that's where I earned my respect with the boys, and then we got to know each other better. And that's why I think that with Lauaki there, he understands it because us as reserves. We have to fight a little bit harder than the starting team because we're holding the tackle bags. We don't get many opportunities to get on the field. So we have to do other things like run around, do the siva, hold the tackle bags, help the physio, get on the stuff on the bus first.
Carry everything.
And then as soon as we get our chance, because we're doing everything, then we take our chance. It might come, it might not come, but we're on the bus.
Yeah.
And unlike you, I was just proud to be on the bus.
Yeah.
Hey, take it.
Oh yeah, take it. Yeah.
Just take it. And so, and that was that's the only way that you can really earn your respect amongst the peers. And that's a sport thing, not so much a culture thing. But if you have to open your heart and embrace it. If you pull back a bit, like the VAR that you're saying, it's going to be too hard. It's too hard. If you're there, but we do it like this over here, then it's going to be too difficult. It's best that you go and try something else. But if you have open heart to come in, yes, you make mistakes, but they look after you. The boys, the backseat looked after us. So that was really good.
Ole ki a ngal me a ko ngi I to samu man mang samu ma so se au la ma samu ole meanga ole vale ole va kapuia e amaka me ko ngolo wainga ole meanga ke carrying me ko ngolo au me vona ke te sa ngo che le va fo me lu se ala wakilas e va ai e kama makua e la uso fo ma la like I respect for you la uso like kama makua How can you call mana se mangai? Off the field, silly akufu. Melanga, penga fa yaku ngofo ko foi from kala ngofo kakale. O simples ko ngof. Chega fa ka ngisi ka ngaka ilu ngol pas. E o fa kai ko fio ka fa. Na wonga whakual kaka lea.
And he was 19.
19.
Ale ki keni na ai pe ko kalngola le il cap la le. Ia vergi o lis kanga ka mangai vi au so fa ia melo le preacher le cap le. Kau dia ke mua kulola la New Zealand po gi makama ia fa peri man vai. Ia maka dia ma fa o ka ko Samoa. Ole au Samoa lo si au. Ma fa penga fa. Ola mela vanga nga ma ko vai kau ia. Pela o nga nga sa fa yenge ma ko. O le preacher le cap ka vi. Pe kasi vai ko sa mo po la o sa mo. Na nga makalonga mo me ko nga. Ka mo alo. La ile ko malue duel mang sa mo ke ni hawo kasi leo ne vola le moli ke le ko fa ka yuso na duel mo lo fa ni o le ka o le ki le fia mo ki il ka ko mang sa mo me o le mo so ka inga le nga u man me le vale ile loko mal fa ko sa o ko mixa mo
nga fa ku so anti well, ko kelo le majority 90% o ko kamaika ko fangau e no o la fangau ya ko ui fafu so fa pe fu la mere ko everyone's have their own journey you know so you got to nature that journey as well be part of you can't force whatever you want to be ikamiki so we need to nature that vala ko we fala pawana meka ko fai we gotta this is our culture this is what we follow this is what we do things and then it's up to them take it forward take it forward le vale man ngula ka ko
wala ka wol me a ko le ko kalngoi ko resort lu malai me wala na ke people la ko kapten o makile ngol fa le o ka ko au so le to ka la ngo mala lang il to ke sia nga le lo mo me
I believe that o mafu anga voinga when all else fails, when the fitness finishes, the only thing left is that culture o lo kungu your people that pushes you over
na wongi ngalo o lo ye le ko e ka kongu isa mo e fa kingiel me ako
you've got Lauaki, what you do everywhere I go, you always got a smile on your face. The smile on your face might not be there when you watch the Manu Samoa play. It's hard for me to watch. It must be hard for you to watch.
I tell you what, it's heartbreaking to watch our team. Most of our good players are not available, and for whatever reasons, like everyone had their own reason. They had to respect that. But it comes down to how much you want to be how much you want to be part of Samoa, how much you want to be part of Man Samoa. So everyone have their own reasons for not being available and all that. But it comes down to as an individual, you look at yourself and this is what I want to be. I want to be not just be a Man Samoa. No, you want to be the best Man Samoa. You want to be the best Man Samoa.
So I'm going to ask you a question on the technical side. Because you know how to build the culture, but it's the technical side that's missing. Where do you think we need to fix? We've got players there. Are we playing the right style of rugby at the moment? And do we have the right coaches there in place? I know it's going to be that's a tough answer, but
yeah, I think I'm not going to go into to that part of the technical side of the game. What I'm going to say, my own experience with Aotearoa Samoa. The professionalism of the stuff that we had also, it's unbelievable. The performance, the level, like I said, high performance. Everything, in details. Everything in details. Because it's hard because if you look at the players there, but they're the best in the world. So you had to nature that as well. Every player, different clubs have their own way of, like example, defensive system. So everyone different. Some teams they push forward.
Yes.
Some teams holding back and then go. But what we're trying to, and then we come back into Samoa. We have to have our own system. Everyone to work together. Our own system. So the performance, the high performance, even, the take that, kako poku there, the team room.
Yeah.
Team room. We want to make sure when the players walk into that changing room, team room, everything's Samoa, everything is ready. You look at it, wow, that's your expression.
Yeah.
That's a first expression as a player. And you look at like, oh my God, like Talanoa, jerseys of former players.
Yeah.
Jersey, jersey a players more le
Yeah.
or kango ava or fue or siapo. That's a first expression. As a player, as a Samoan player, you go in there. If I bang on that's the first impression. It just a mea to Samoa. On the field, the players need to walk on the field, and everything is already planned for our 20. We're gonna be it's from there. No one's standing around. Our 20, we're done. So that's the expression that you're gonna give it to these young players. This environment, it's professional, high performance, and lau kako kilo ma sir la kung ile quality of players. They will make kung kako au. No, they're not just best in Australia, they're best in the world. Best in the world.
Going back to the Siri fai mai technical man me mo kalo. Ye lo sa ngola waki players yo kako to lo mai mo isa mo ma vai le team lo piki ya. Me malo ye o ka arlo me malo palngole. Kawan mele mai kongu le fai la waki le mai kong ia maua umal kasi wa ia I defensive pattern na kanga kama ki chin sila mai kasi me kasi mai kan ko la o Samoa o le Samoa. So whatever pattern you ko me ke lo ma fa you do the best mo lo o la me ama ka me nga e vai lo para le ko fa long coach game plan o kongu execute the game plan. Ka ua le mele kasi pa o fusi ola o ko mo Samoa that's o lava nga ala fa malu male fa mo yanga le kua ile au le o le menga mo foi ka ko mele o ka ko au le la ngi ka longa la I ma ki wi me mana ka ya mo o male nga mal fa ko penga foi ya ese ka
ka ko fu ya off the field you need to have that part right off the field. All players perform, whatever results, but we've done our bit off the field anytime. But so like it might not be, because we're all building for the World Cup. That's the big picture for next year. New management. So we're building for next year for the World Cup. So si le sfia fo ile kungu lo ka pe lava on kam fight ka ko au mo ila va fa po mo ka results but fa sia lo mas askas o me uma lava le fo mo World Cup o fo inisi alum fa nga usa kam fa ngi ko ngai mo le fo fa ka kele ma malu ma pa I o Samoa I lau ka po inga mau re fa pe nga ngei ka longa le la sa ka alunga uma malau ka po inga malau support malau langu I yaso fo I kele mo moli lava fa fekai ka alunga fo ile ye o le wa ye si ka ko tickets ye pa ure ka fa ilo ko per maluma pa io la ku onga o le ka alunga le fa ila sa ka ko loku le ka po inga ma se I inga le ko fa kai au fai ka mo fkanga le uli ka ko nga ya kurola ia le o ile malaya wa ka po inga le fo ka ko tickets o le I Pacific isi fa ka inga I la fai malo le best fai malo the best ka ko tickets la nga mo inga I Pacific isi pa pela o le leila online le leila o mi online ngi online ka ko fa pe wa le mo pa u Pacific isi le foi lá o kau tickets le pa u ia kau tickets ka makua ma ko fulu ia ka mai ki sa su lima le sa fulu Ioi, ia la foi fo le fka o ka loka mai. Le o loka beki ia le ala ioi. Le o vaku le paule. Ia auangi e misia. Ia ba ke man ko fo e lua ko au le ka alo le sko ngai. Or ka ko fetu. Ia fetu la a pe fa para fetu. Stars. Stars of Samoa. Ka ko fetu Samoa ka mai ka ia.
I love it.
Stars of Samoa. O toale. I want a fast
Ia.
Aqui kira kula inga.
Mo kai pau vola le suka la ke mingi. Aua ke misi. Oso lo ngol ke foki foi malo isi mat. Oso lo me.
Pe ole le mi omi. Bang. Fa ticket. Fa ticket.
Ole si foi mela wo. E me venga elu aven fanga wo le ska ka pa pe. Ke mi de ke lu ke lo foi fanga wo le ska ka alu fa ka ticket.
Ke video kula ka mana kai. Se lu si furu ticket. Ia le walu lalo. Le wa va pe va le. A pe le ke fia le insau kas. I le papu a fa pe ke le mfaingo wo yo ya fai malu. Ia online no le me. Wa ke ngai bang.
Ia.
Se furu ticket.
Ia ba. Sa mo. Ele ko mo la vangongi. Ele ko mo la vangongi.
Ia fiona ai ruku. Lua au. Stars. Ma to sa mo. Ia. E ma fanga foi au. Ka ko au. Pa o ku yo alai. Pa pe mai fo asa.
E mo ki ngo la waki fui ma chi ke mi wa ke le foi fa te ngai ma la ko lo la fenga lunga le tolo lo mai mo man fa fo man. O ke le foi ka le si e lua ia e lua lo ko ka am la fiafi. Kan ko mai e ngal kasi lo ko la fa.
Yoi.
E kasi lo ngal ka eo. Ngal ka eo. Lo la fo ngi no.
Afan ma ia fai lo ku o malai. Ka usul pesa lo ku. Fai ka kalo o ke mina fa manguia le au.
Yoi. On me kau ia fa kai au ngi ngalo. Ol Pacific isi le isi mani le mo me ia fai malo.
Fai malo.
Kai mi ngi punga lo lungo mi lo. Pa la ke mi sau ti ke lu fulu por la lava ku ngai e mo po.
Lua se furu tike wa le si Lua se furu tike ko se furu tike.
Ko.
Ia wa fa ma la pe fai ma fanga ka ko au. Ai o ko ka ko au ngale so ka for pasi alai. Pa pe man fu Samoa fe tu Samoa. Wa fe ku e runga ka ko fu. Stars of Samoa. Ioi.
An me kaua ia loko kaya. Mau wa loko kaya. Ia ma ho le apakele ma ka uma po uma me o ia ma dia ho loko ia fa fonga
Ai ma
apakele ma ia ma foi fa mo ia me o ma ia foi kulanga ka ko ia
ole mele Tuilagi over como se fulu fisili le fia fa ko le ile to sa mo tu sa mo o ke mga ko la fa mo ka ko fisili
Yeah, manu.
for those of you who are tuning in we've had one of the Mana Samoa greats and also To Samoa great, Tuilagi, Lauaki, Fereti, Tuilagi, here on the show. The game is on Sunday, on the 19th. For tickets, you can find them online to Pacific Easy. And if for any other questions or information, feel free to call Pacific Easy or even call here at Blue Wave. We'll be happy to tailor to those questions. Yeah, lango me wa ka ko. E sui ave ka vale al ka vale kasi ke pe fole nga Samoa e sui ave nga ku mau fa vai. Yeah, I want to hand it over to the legend here. Close us off, end us off on our program, and say something to our people, to our fans as well.
Yeah, fafkai mo pe o si fo le vinga mar fafkai le ku o mo nge av lau ka o ka fe lo ai. Ia ai fafkai fo mo lau ka po inga. Fafkai mo lau ka po inga mau e fa pe fo au fai ka kalu. O lo fa pe fo on ka kalu wale se mangui o Samoa mo ka yau. Ai fafkai kele ile mamalu ile dausunga ai rupo ia pe fo le se tuna ia fa pe fo la o fionga ia mole ia fa mo ka o fa o mai mo ngi ma ka o fa fo le vinga ma fafkai le ku ia a ko ngola ka ko feilo ile so sa ia o la fa peonga a mai lo kau au wa ku lima ka ko feilo ia a wala ka po inga ka wala ka po inga Samoa ia mo awa au ia wa fo ia ka po inga o alum fa ngau ia po rupe fa alele Samoa lo fa peonga fa alele wale le se mangui o Samoa mo ka yau ia ai mangui kele la sapaki mangui fo ile ia ka no manga o fa mo o ka ko ofisa ngei ia man malu pa ia ai fa fo de vinga le kua fa kai kele mo nge vongo
ia malofa fai sa mo ia ngau fa fonga mai ia ile ne foi fa poponga sposa no ia lo o mesi ui ole pokala mo kele foi ka upu mau maka ngofi foi ngi ya sol faʻasoa ma MSA foi ia felo inga maluso ngi ia Lauaki ia sa foi keni ko kau mafai foi ia mau ngia kele fenga ma pa ko nga foi ko lo langi me lo au mau ai ma kau kua ia wa ka ko fo ia la su fa lama ia e ka ke ave aka ko kau kua ma le kalo foi mo Samoa ia fa kele a pola mo ngia so ia Samoa fa kai mo lo fa fonga mau ia ka ko felo foi le vai ia ai mo ke ngai fa sui foi